Guys, get ready. Get ready. We are starting with the KOTT, a competition that has already taken place in Trackmania 2. We have this one now also in Trackmania 2020. It has been a long time since it hasn't been there, and we have the grand final now between OrcGP Numalops, Clueless, Racing Dot, and ePad. Those teams are fighting it out for a prize pool of 250 euro. First place is winning 125, second 70, third 35 euro, and fourth 20 euro. So, I mean, dividing 20 by 6 is quite hard, but I mean, it's cool that we have a team competition that is taking place. But I'm LuckersTurbo, and I will quickly run you through the format and also through the cast, because I think this is a very fun format. I hope that we're gonna see more KOTTs like that, or like in general this format coming back, because it's a team competition. So we have 4 teams, and every team is sending in 3 players on every map. There's 3 maps in the map pool, and we play those maps with 2 warm-ups, 1 no knockout round, and then a knockout after this. The goal in a knockout is, of course, to survive until the ending. And if you are on last position, you will gain a respective amount of points towards your position. If you're 12th, you get 12 points for your team. If you're 11th, you get 11 points, and so on and so forth, until P number 2, where you get 2 points, and for the first position, you get 0 points. The goal is to be the team with the least amount of points. In this case, there's no elimination, there's no top 2 advancing. There's only sheer... yeah, like just being first, second, or third, or even fourth mattering. I mean, every team has kind of won anything, everything, or something already, but it's more about the competitive mindset, because even 20 euro for one player, if you divide it by 6, is not a lot if you consider it like that. It's something to play for, but not like that you are getting rich out of it. It's just super cool. So this is how it goes. We have 3 maps and just have the lowest points possible. And there's also a special rule. That means if you are 2 members of your team in the top 2, or even 3 in the top 3, you will lose, or you will gain no points. So the first position is automatically gaining 0 points. But if we had 2 players already, but not 3 just yet, it just like the perfect situation. You can leave the map with 0 points. So that's the format. It's a very stressy format, and also I have been casting for the last 5 hours straight, so I hope that I can do good. I tried to give it all I have in this one, and the other matches I didn't give 100% because I was just super yeah, I tried to preserve my energy level and give it 110% now on this one. So I'm looking forward to it, and let's take a look who plays for what team. Right now I think I see Feed Bren, and then also Kerberos playing for Team Clueless, being one of the favorites together with OrcGP Numalops, because they have made it from the winner bracket into the grand final. Then Racing Dot and ePad had to go from the loser bracket. We have seen Racing Dot already in the winner bracket final. ePad I've seen like very early on already today in the, I think it was loser bracket quarterfinal or something like that. So they have gone quite a journey, and it's cool to see them here, because they were the first team that I'm casting. So if there's any other player on this one, it's not good, because players are not recognizing that yeah, well, great job. So there's 13 players. Thanks for stalling. Okay, and there we go. Good luck, have fun. Now the script is live. But what is really important is that they have to be 12 players. So else this one is not starting. But we're live now with that. Yeah, we are live. We're starting. Let's see who takes it. The first round is a no knockout round. And then the next round, it's already a very important round, because they don't want to drop out. We've seen Bren on this map dropping out as one of the first players here. That's actually the first player. Good luck. Good luck to the teams. Let's see who makes it. And let's see who breaks. Alright, alright. Good luck, have fun. It's grand final time, everybody. One player will be eliminated in the first round on Legacy, which is a map from Kisla. World record is a 40.16, also the shortest map out of this map pack. We have two maps with a length of under 41 seconds in the 40-second range. And this one is the shortest. Let's go with Jussi in this round. But also always good to follow the last player, Aragon in this case. Neodim dropping out. Insanity had a really good performance on this map. Has secured his team a good chunk of points on it. As well as on the last map that we have seen. So not this... Oh wait, did Insanity... I think he did good here. But now he's out. Oh no, wait, never mind. I'm not sure about that. I think Insanity did good on definitely the last map, which was Oviedo. But I'm not sure. I think Legacy was also like top 7 or something. So now he's out. So Insanity on P12. Epad with 11 points apparently. So the script is bugged by the looks of it. Because probably has someone joined in later. But I think it should be fine in this regard. I hope it is. Because, well, I mean, for the player who wins, it's bad then. But maybe they can just add this point at the end. That you just say, okay, Epad now has 12 points instead of 11. So I think we can figure that out. But Epad with their first loss, and one player is down again. Psychos is surviving in the lead, and Neodim is on P11. Jussi might get sniped here. It's so close, and Neodim will actually be out. Neodim is out, and Jussi is barely ahead of Neodim here. Good round, though. That was a very, very good round. So 40.46, and let's see. 23. Okay, perfect. Now it's working. So not 22, and the level is crazy. So that was 7,000th of a second. Epad already down, and that's what I said. Very important rounds. I mean, this is how many points Racing Dot had after, or just joining map number 3. So that's how it can be. So that was a crazy round. Now Matus has made that first mistake. Is down, but what a fight here. Only 0.1 of a second between the players. Make it 0.2 now. Asa dropped a bit behind. Jussi is there to make some damage. And also to not go out, even though that was quite close. Matus is pushing. Is he capitalizing from a mistake? Jussi with a mistake! But maybe that was intentional, because Matus might be the faster driver on this map. Both players from OrcsGP, and 10 points for OrcsGP in this regard. One player messing up the ending here. So top 9. And now those positions are already bearable, but not like getting 10th, 9th, and 8th. So if Clueless or Racing Dot lose one player here, it should be fine. And right now it's Accepte who is in danger, as well as Default. So just surviving another round could be good. Clueless looking absolutely fantastic. Brennan the lead. Asterich feet behind. Oh, this Default closing in to Pika. And Pika will be out. So Racing Dot losing their first player. And also 40.34 is a really good time. So Psychos is cracked on this map. Top 8 and Clueless, they were almost out, or like dropping down to the loser bracket in the winner bracket semifinal. But they have found their composure again, especially in this match where it's really important to not fall behind. Still 0 points for them after 5 rounds. Let's see, what will they do in round 6? Aragon looking strong, but falling behind. But it's so close. It's 0.1 of a second. This map is so tight. Default and also Aragon need to make something happen. It is accept a falling behind, and he will be out because he has touched the ending here. So EFAD, the first team, or EPAD, are out, but still a great round again. 4 times or 3 times below 0.5. And EPAD losing their last player and are up to 31 points already. So, not looking good for them on this first map, to be honest. So next round, round number 7. Good result. That will be Psychos. I mean, we have 2 players from OrcGP, 2 players from Racing Dot, and then all players still from Clueless. Will they make the unthinkable happen and win in the top 3? This is looking good. Matus behind, overtaking Bren here in this corner. Asterich also there. Matus with a good line, and he will snipe Bren at the end. 200ths of a second. What a round that was. Oh my god, Bren gets overtaken in that last moment, and they are losing their first player. Clueless at 7 points, Racing Dot at 9, OrcGP at 10, and that is getting as close as it really gets. And I think this finish is, you can only finish with 0.3, 0.8 or 0.5 or something? Wasn't there something with that finish block? Maybe someone knows more about it on Legacy, or maybe it was something different, or 0.2, 0.5 or 0.8 or something. I think that was the case. But let's go into now at number 8, because Aragon is behind. Hardly any mistakes have happened on this map. Usually this is the opposite. Aragon has to push the ending. Default is also there, and he will stay ahead. And what a round is that? A 0.41, a 0.47, a 0.48, a 0.51, and a 0.54. And you're out with a 0.57, I think that was. So Racing Dot losing another member here. And now they're down to P3. And Clueless is aware, as well as OrcGP. Racing Dot still has Default in the race. I've seen people going to inside on that start block. No one makes that mistake. Default, very aggressive inside line. Feed also right now having a lot of speed, but it's so close. It's 600ths of a second between 1st and 5th. Asterich leading, Psychos, Matus following up. Feed and Default have to push. Default with a good line, can maybe snipe Feed in the ending. Default touches though, and that's the next Racing Dot member who is finding their way into the spectator booth. Psychos with a correct time of 40.34. Matus is just 400ths away, so what a great round again. And Default is risking too much, and thus he is out. So top 4. It's a 2v2 situation between Clueless and OrcGP. The teams that are just fighting it out, the 2 favorites, I would say, coming from the winner bracket all the way from there. Asterich and Matus in the last 2 spots. Psychos and Feed. Feed with a great line. Psychos with a bit more speed though. And it's Asterich who might stay ahead. Psychos going pixel perfect around that corner. And it's Psychos who wins this round with what a time! A 40.36! What a round and what a time from Feed. Oh my god, what is that? That is a banger and a half here on Legacy from him. It's only 0.2 away from the world record. And we have Asterich who's out. So OrcGP looking favorable. And if they win this round, this will be huge for them. Getting only 10 points to their names. and to that team. So, if OrcGP win this round now, if they get first and second, they will both get 0 points as a reward, kind of, that both players have survived. But right now, Feed is saying the exact opposite. He wants to go into the lead. He wants to win it here. And Feed leads the race right now. Psychos and Matus just have to pray that Feed makes a mistake. But Psychos will be out. And another 0.3 from Feed will seal the deal. Matus versus Feed in the grand final here on this map. Good luck. Yeah, he's gonna throw a headset, exactly. Gonna throw a headset. So last round on map number 1. Matus with a worse start, but Feed with a mistake. Feed has touched, and this is grim for him. This could be very important points, but this would tie up the score again between OrcGP and Clueless. So anticlimactic final here. And we're gonna go to map number 2, which will be either Vrido or Trostfall. So Matus takes it here. 40.48, also a good time, even though he could have saved. And Feed is out. So 2 points for his team, but still 13-13 and also 20 points for Racing Dot. Also a great performance, only EPAD falling behind. The average is 19 points. So OrcGP and Clueless being way above average, but not completely dominating. And Racing Dot still in the green, only 2 points above it. Next map. The map has loaded fast, so it's Rito by Manox and Kyle. We have 2 warm-ups before we are going live. Make sure that there's 12 players in there and not 13 or 14. And this start here is really, I think, the make it or break it, because you can risk so much by just going over the corner, cut the corner a bit. But you can also clip very hard and lose a lot of speed. And then this jump in the middle is also a bit awkward, but still doable. So let's see how many players will make mistakes on this one. World record is a 40.8, I think, if I was recalling it correctly. Yeah, a 40.88 by Cabaros. And please go on spectator if you're not playing. One more warm-up, and then we are live. So, after that we're gonna check who's playing for what team. Of course, the script should not be messed with. Alright, so let's go. Second map coming into play. We have Aragon, Paul and Pika playing for Racing Dot, Jussi Matus, and then Psychos playing for OrcGP. Then Clueless is consisting of Cabaros, Feet, and Shocker. And then EPAD has Rio Hugs, Neodym, and Insanity. First round without knockouts. We have 12 players that are playing, so everything is working out. So we might be able to play Cup of the Day today, guys. A bad chest. Yeah. Would be awesome. because we're gonna get Div 1 today. Alright, good luck! On Vrido by Kyle and Manox. Good luck, have fun. 1 elimination per round. Very important round, already at the start. Do not get caught off guard. So let's go. Let's go into the round. Let's go with Aragon. Can do some damage, but he's falling a bit behind. Oh, but Insanity now with a worse start. Insanity played really well on this map. He decided to DNF and quit. But he's falling behind here. How about Paul now with a bad line? And this is not good for Racing Dot. This could already be the case that they cannot afford a single mistake anymore. Pika DNFing for Paul. So Pika has a Paul and they just know that they have to push it. And Pika is out on this one. And Paul will continue playing, doing some teamwork here. So, not sure if Paul was faster on this one. I mean, he has just made that mistake. And now someone is clipping it. Shocker for Team Clueless. Who's further behind now. Yeah, hopefully it will pay off indeed. I mean, it's always very risky to go for a place like that. But it seems that Paul is doing quite okay in this round, being 0.2 behind. Of course, this round will be a bit shaky because he cannot afford a mistake. But he can also save it because Shocker is 0.6 behind. But of course, you cannot run into a no-slide or anything like this. You can release a couple of turns or just overdrift a little bit. But not too much, as Jussi might saves a bit too much, but he's still in. But Shocker also with a good comeback. But probably some players have saved here a little bit more than they actually could have. So Shocker out, Clueless plus 11, OrcGP normal ops probably smiling this one away. Smiling this one away indeed. So round number 3, or round number 4 rather, including the no KO round. Glad you guys like that emote actually. Huge shout out to Scraken and to Kevin who had that idea. Could maybe do that as a sub emote. That could be nice. But what to remove then? Whatever, let's focus on the match. Aragon behind and he is out of this round. So now it's only Paul left. It's only Paul left. The player who has made that first mistake. Who has used that first bullet for Team Racing Dot. And they're falling gradually behind. I mean, I think they cannot even make it for the first position unless they have... OrcGP is blundering tremendously on rep number 3. So there's one more map after this though. So one player clipping there. Jussi went a bit too risky by the looks of it. But you can also get a slowdown by just hitting the wrong feel of it. So Clueless, OrcGP and Epad. I mean, Epad is even now ahead of Racing Dot. Even though I considered their first map bad. But they're just playing the consistency game. But Insanity now, just when I was thinking about it, has made that mistake. He's out and down in shambles. Insanity also with a no-side here. Is not able to save it and he will be out. Insanity dead. So Racing Dot versus Epad. Now they're tied. And Jussi is still in. Lucky for him. Wow, guys. Rude. So top 8. Round number 6. Jussi touches the penalty grass a little bit. And also Cabros with a mistake on the inside. Risking too much. Oh, we see so many mistakes now in this match. And also OrgGP now losing one player. Matus probably cannot recover from that. Rehux also lucky. And Cabros probably being the luckiest man in this round. Can he go for the risky ending? Yes, he can. Oh my god, he didn't touch. I mean, if he were to touch there, this would have been disastrous for Cabros and he would have been out. But no, Orcs losing a player. 21 points. Lucky's, yeah, he's still. He should name to Luckers Cabros Gradients. He should rename to that. He should join the Luckers team. Jussi clipping. And 0.5 behind. I think Jussi has struggled on that start quite a lot. And I think it's the third time that he has made a mistake there. So Jussi down to P7, also touching there. And this is not good. Players can't save it. Epad also still in with that. I mean, they're doing very, very nice here. Rehux and Neodim still in. They just have to defeat the others here. Psychos. And then feed Cabros as well. And then Paul, who's still in. So Jussi now out. Couldn't catch up from that. Players were saving. Great, points plus 12. But did he get... Don't worry for points. I'm checking in. I actually didn't take a closer consideration to that. But we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. So, top 6. You know, script is still in the early phases probably. But I really like this style of competition. So, Rehux. P6. Needs to rely on a mistake or push like that. What a great line from Rehux. Jumping so far there and sets himself up very nicely. Comes closer into the mix between him, Neodim and Paul. But Paul with a good line. Rehux lead. What? Okay. Well, okay then. I mean, he would have had it actually, but then his teammate was eliminated. Dude, that was way too dank. Way too dank. So round number 9. So still OrgGP versus Clueless. I mean, OrgGP has already lost 2 players. And they're at 28 points. Clueless can go for the win. Psychos. Oh, feed with a clip. He was rushing there a little bit too much. And this is really, really good for OrgGP. Feed going for the booster there. Smart decision. But that is, of course, a very, very risky line to take. But I think this is even faster than not clipping. Or like that, than getting more airtime from less booster. But feed is still out. So a good comeback. Also, Psychos with a good time of 41.072. But feed is out. So now interesting situation. I think the first time that we have that, we have 4 players from 4 different teams in the top 4. A lot of 4s, but just say yes in the chat, guys. You agree with me. 28, 29, 42, and 45. And Paul is also still in. So the player who has made a mistake and also sacrificed Pika. He's still in, so that is really, really nice to see that. Racing Dot in general, I think they could have done way more on this map. So I hope that they will perform good on this last map. On Trustfall by Roxy, which will be the decider. But let's focus on this round. Oh, Neodim with a good line. Psychos very inside approach. Neodim can maybe have a bit more speed, but gets that drift and Psychos will stay ahead. But what a good round. 0-1, 0-4, 0-7, and a point 12. That's a good round if I've ever seen one. That was really, really fast. Top 4 for Neodim. Epad getting 4 additional points. Kerberos and Paul are leading ahead of Psychos. No one clipping the start. Kerberos with a very good line here. He can also call himself a bit lucky that he has survived that one round, but in a knockout format, you are just in need of that. As Psychos has to push it. Paul with a release. Gets himself a good setup though, but will this pay off? I mean, he had to release in order to not clip, but maybe it was also a panic release. I haven't checked his POV there in this second, but it will probably be Paul eliminated here. Yes! He will be out, and it will be Kerberos versus Psychos. Kerberos with a 40.98. Oh my god, what a time from Kerberos. This guy is unstoppable. What a time from Kerb. Every time that only goes into the direction of a 41-ish time, like 41.2, 41.1 is crazy. But doing a sub 41 in match, wow, impressive. So Kerberos versus Psychos. I mean, it's very close between those teams. Clueless versus OrcGP Numalops. Whoever wins this round goes into the lead or stays in the lead. OrcGP can extend the lead to 3 points. But let's see, Psychos with a great line goes so close there to the beam part and also sets himself up very nicely for that turn. Kerberos with a nose slide, Psychos clipping, and both players have made mistakes, but Psychos with the luck on his side, and he will win this one, even though it was quite lucky, but sometimes that is what you're in need of, and Kerberos will probably be like, damn dude. Oh shit. Ooh, my voice is dying. So, Clueless, 31 points, OrcGP, 28. And we're gonna go to the next map. I want to see some chatting in the chat. I would have beaten this time. Yeah, certainly you guys would have all beaten that time in this situation like this. So, last map coming up. Who will win the KOTT? And who will win 125 euro? Default would have WR, yeah. Neil. Isn't it Maui guy? So 2 more warm-ups. And then we are live again. Guess food is here. I'm hungry. But you know what's even more important than having warm food? It's casting the grand final of the KOTT. Trustfall. Last map from Roxy, the decider. First place has not been decided yet. Third place has not been decided either. Yeah, Racing Dot needs... They need a... I mean, EPAD, Racing Dot, they can all still make it. They can all still make it. Racing Dot performed... I think they were really good on this map, actually. And if we take a look into the records, we see Paul in there. We see Paul in there. And then Pika, Netic, and Default chilling on 23, 24, 25. So, Paul is good on this one. The others, I think, are very consistent. Kerberos has the world record with a 44.27. I mean, the average is kind of 19 points out of the map. And if they just get themselves a good performance, they can make it, yeah. They can make it. I mean, it's 17 points. They can do so. I'm not so sure if they are consistent enough. But we are starting after this warm-up. Also, everyone failing the end here. Shocker in first with that. Also 44.5, which is a good time. I think they won 4x pace. So good luck to the players. No elimination in this round. So 12 more rounds will be played, guys. Oh, that's still a command, guys. The feed guy. Yeah, who's feed guys? I don't know. Dude, Radiance! Man! You have no idea. Stop trolling, chat. I mean, I'm trolling, but you guys are so as well. Alright. We're live now. We're live now. Good luck, good luck. Good luck, have fun on this last map. Already a very important round coming up. EPAD, they can also theoretically make it. 22 points. Yeah, I mean, OrcGP has to go out now. And let's go. One player will be out. The pressure's on. Let's go into the follow all camera, actually. I haven't used this one today. But then we can spot the first mistake. T-Tours here in the chat. Salokin playing for EPAD as well as Exapte. Then we have Pikanetic Paul playing for RDOT. And also Angelo playing for EPAD. Matus, Jussi, and Psychos for team OrcGP. And then Cabros, Feet, and Shocker for Clueless. We see the first mistake from RDOT. And this is certainly not good for them. Because this would mean plus 12 points. But maybe someone will fail the ending. Feet also falling behind. Maybe he's saving. Exapte almost touches there. And everyone survives it. And this might be the dreams in shambles of Racing Dot. Getting last position with that. Temporarily. So Racing Dot's dreams of claiming first place have just gotten very unlikely that they can even get it. Yeah, next round. Round number 3. First mistake has happened. I think it was one EPAD player. Yeah, it was Angelo. Seen an A there, making a mistake. Thought for a second was Exapte. It's quite likely that it was one of those. And Angelo will probably be out. Also Exapte falling behind. So 2 players from EPAD will drop down here. Or one of them will be eliminated and it will be Angelo. Also 44.6 is a good time from Psychos. Then we have Feed and Cabros behind. Matus also chilling there. So Clueless. 3 players in the top 5. That is a very nice performance. So 61 points. EPAD again behind by 4 points. Making 1 point up to Racing Dot. Still, reaching the grand final in this competition is already crazy enough. Salokin still in for EPAD as well as Exapte. Right now, it's looking like Exapte will be out. He's 0.3 behind, make it even 0.4. Pika saving a lot though, losing a lot of speed. So Exapte might come a bit closer again with the risky ending. He can maybe make it. Very, very good setup for this drift here. Oh, but this is not a... That's actually a good approach for him. And also Pika going very wide there. Oh, this is very close for that last spot. Exapte with a very good ending section. Pika losing a little bit. Exapte not actually missing the ending. And it is all... I thought for a second that someone else missed it. But it's Pika staying in and Exapte risking it for the biscuit. And he's losing that direct fight. 10th place for Exapte. But good risk there. So now, next round. Round number 5. Clueless still complete. OrcGP still complete. EPAD has 1 player left. And the player is falling more and more behind. This is not good for Salokin. Oh my god, making so many mistakes, hugging every wall possible. And this might, or this is the last place for EPAD. So this has been decided. First place hasn't been decided yet. This could all go down to the wire. And also Racing Dot could play an important role in that to deny someone the points. So Salokin is out, unless Paul or Pika are completely trolling, or Jussi or someone else But this is not the case. Everyone finishes 44.6 from Psychos. And again, a great performance. The fight for the last position is just way more important. But GG's to EPAD taking home, I think, what was it, 25 euro? Or 20 euro? It was 20 euro. Yes, 20 euro for fourth. So 20 divided by 6 is, yeah, 2 euro and something per player. No, 3 euro and something per player. Never mind. So, GG's. I mean, unfortunately, team competitions do not have that much of a prize pool. But, I mean, it's a start of something. Still, winning money in Trackmania is something that you don't do every day. So, EPAD, GG's. I mean, it's a shame that Trackmania doesn't have more prize pool. But the competition itself is just really good. It was no rant over the competition. It just nice to see in general having a prize pool in a team competition, but you just cannot have like 500 euro for 5th place or for 4th place. That would be a bit too much and a bit out of scale, you know. But you know what I mean. So now Pika's also out. I mean, they have already gotten themselves the 3rd place. They cannot really catch up to OrcGP or Clueless. That will be the fight that we are focusing on right now. Either one of those teams will take home 125 euro. Question is, who will it be? You know, getting onto the esports earning side is also very cool. So GG's to EPAD, very good performance. I am like, I didn't mean that in a disrespectful way. Actually, the complete opposite. It's admiring how they played. Oh, look at that. I mean, it's such a great fight here. Psychos now falling behind. Jussi also a little bit in the danger zone, but this will be on at this ending. Psychos with a great approach. Matus might touch it there. No, but Psychos is out with a .89. Not safe here. And that is a huge step for Clueless. Because one player is out, and that means +7. And Clueless now leads the race. 35 points. 35 points for OrcGP Numalops. Top 6 situation. Still 5 more rounds, including this one. Oh, and we have a no slide from Paul. And we actually still have 3 Clueless players still in. This is huge for Clueless. And also for, I mean, actually for both teams, but better for Clueless that they don't get a 6th position here. So it's a 2v3. We have seen Clueless already getting a top 5 or like 3 of their players into the top 5. Let's see what time Cabros will do here. Looking good. Oh, good ending here from Cabros. 44.56. What a great ending from Cabros. Feed on 2nd. Shocker on 3rd. Matus on 4th. Jussi on 5th. And Racing Dot takes home P number 3. And they win 35 euro. GG's to them. So good luck. This is it, guys. This is it. OrcGP versus Clueless. OrcGP Numalops versus Clueless. On those last rounds. 35 versus 31 points. You win if you have the least amount of points. The player who gets eliminated now will give their team 5 points. So important round to win, because in the top 4 round it's only 4 points. And of course OrcGP Numalops can end it with a bang. That means if they win this one situation and 2 players are the top 2, they just get 0 points. Matus, however, made that mistake, and now it is Jussi who has to deny all of them. Is it already GG yet, though? Let us actually check after this round. Let's focus on it. Cabros and Feed are winning it, and this might actually be GG, and Clueless has won here. Matus with 5 points. 4-3-2. Wait, is it GG already? 4-3-2. No, it's not GG yet. It's not GG yet. Oh, wait, no, wait. 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 40. So it's actually GG's. It's actually GG's. If it's a tie, the team with the least amount of points wins. So it will be Clueless and Juicy also with a no slide. So that is now the victory road. We could see for the first time today that 3 players will take it here. Juicy, if he were to win, it would not have mattered. But of course, it would have been if there was one more point. But Kerberos throwing for skins. Kerberos throwing for skins for the ace. And this might not be the GG already and not the ace. So Juicy can maybe make it more interesting. As Feed and Shocker are still ahead of him. And Juicy will survive the ending. Feed with a .66. Kerberos trolling as usual. And now they're at 35 points. So too bad that, I mean, a tie can happen. But it's, I mean, it would be cool to have that, you know? It would be cool to have that. But, since Clueless has only already or still one more chance. Let's see what happens. Feed and Shocker with a great start. Juicy behind. And this might be it. Unless Juicy gets a good ending. We still have 15 seconds of track left. Oh, Shocker with a great approach. Gathers up so much speed. But Juicy risking so much here. Look at that. Juicy is risking for his life. And he comes closer. Feed almost with a mistake. Shocker with a good approach. Juicy with more speed. Who's gonna survive the ending? It's actually Feed in first. Juicy in second. And Shocker gets overtaken. What a snipe here from Juicy. Overtaking Shocker. And we have the final. Oh, good luck. And, well, it doesn't matter though. But, I mean, it could be a tiebreaker in this way. It would be, like, a bit weird if both teams have 40 points. Well, let's see. Maybe we don't need that questioning after that. Feed versus Juicy in that last round. Feed with a good start. Juicy is already a little bit further behind. And he needs to push even more than in the previous round because Feed is certainly not slowing down. Looking very good, but Feed with a clip. Feed with a clip. And Juicy will actually defeat 3 Clueless mates or members because Kerberos was trolling. Yeah, Juicy was already behind there. And Juicy will make it a tie. So in this rule, the rule set says the team with the most or with the less points beforehand will win it. So it's a sweet bitter taste. OrcGP Numalops gets still second. And the Clueless gets first. That's what the rule says. But still a great comeback from OrcGP. There's no tiebreaker. As I said, guys. Not sure if you're listening. 1v1 virtual map. The team with the least points beforehand wins. 1v1 on virtual map. Come on, guys. Certainly not listening. Good. Yeah, guys, we're gonna play couple today now.